I am Dr. Shweta Sehgal. I am working as Assistant Professor in Political Science in Mata Gujri College, Shri Fatehgarh Sahib, which is situated in Punjab. Today the topic of my presentation is Women is the backbone of every society. Actually, women empowerment is not a state issue, it has become a global issue. The concept of women empowerment appeared to be the outcome of several important critiques, discussions, dialogues and debates generated by the women movement throughout the world. To empower women, literally speaking, is to give them power or to power to women. Power here does not mean a mode of domination over others. It means it is an exposure of inner strength and confidence to face life, the right to determine one's choice in life, the ability to influence the society and social change, a share in decision making and capacity building for the sake of national development. Empowerment in its simplest form is manifestation of redistribution of power that challenge patriarchal ideology and the male dominance. It is a process that enables women to gain access to and control of material as well as information resources. It is both process and result of the process. Empowerment is an active process enabling women to realize their full identity and power in all the spheres of life. Apart from this, it is a fact that there is a deep ignorance in the society about the value of women. Nowadays, no doubt, our government is trying to give special attention to the participation of women in society and to their education, socio-economic and political awareness. But here I want to say that it is not only a government responsibility, it is our responsibility. It is a responsibility is a woman to woman. We are always begging for rights, equality from men, from government, from constitution, addition in constitution. But I think if we talk women to women, then we will gain equality. We need not to beg. If we go hands together, even it is a office, our offices or home, if we go together, women to women, actually always think there are fights in houses among women, or a daughter-in-law or a mother-in-law. In colleges or offices, women dominate women. I think there is a great need to change our attitude. If we support women to women, we need not to beg equality or rights from men or a government or a constitution. They already gave us. So if we women shake hands, even if a woman is wrong, but if we stop talking about her negatives and try to resolve from women to women talk, then I think we will win. Not win, it's not a win or a failure game, it's a human game, it's a 50-50 population game. So if we go together women to women, then we will succeed, and our future generations definitely follow us. So I think stop begging for equality or rights, go and guide women Don't feel jealous. Do not create mess. So if we support each other, we always talk about women and men equality. But if we go for women and women equality, I think we will be on a win-win game. We will personally, I don't want to win. Actually, I want to get my rights, and if I want to get my rights with peaceful manners, I think man is a disturbing element in past or nowadays. I agree, but women and women, the other woman is also a disturbing part. So I think if we women shake hands together, we will definitely win. And there are some things which we need to highlight, trends in women's empowerment. As I already told about my topic, that women is a backbone of every society, so there are some things to improve. So first is education. Even before the capabilities approach, education had been regarded as a key to women empowerment for its ability to raise awareness and open possibilities, as well as its instrumental link to economic growth and children. The another is health. Women generally live longer than men, but in parts of Asia, particularly India and China, due to gender-based discrimination, female life expectancy is lower than the males. So we need to take care of women's health. In most cases, lack of health education and access to affordable health care continue to prevent women from enjoying good health. Then another is economic participation, which is very, very important for the development or a developed thought of women, independent thought of women. If we are economically strong, if a woman is economically strong, she can do anything. I'm not here to talk against men, or I am not here to talk about the begging or equality. I am here to talk so that my presentation, I think, will be fruitful for women to women. I want to give a message that if we are economically strong and we shake hands together with the women, then we will go for a win-win game. Otherwise, economic participation or other things cannot help us. So I'm going for economic participation. Women's economic participation is marked by three trends in the global economy: increasing feminization of the labor force, increased participation in the informal or informal economy, and migrating to work in the service industry in the developed world. Women's increasing economic participation is one of the most visible trends of global economy. Now we see women are working in call centers, multinational companies, as a professors, as a doctor, even politics. So I think it's a great that women is in the value of the women work is increasing nowadays in a global era. Next is union efforts. The decent work of women campaigning of the International Trade Union conferences raised issues of women representations in trade unions, as well as the issues of gaps in wages between men and women. Issues such as wage gap, harassment, child care facilities for mother, and work-life balance. There is a great need to work on it for working mothers. Actually, it's a very sensitive issue. There has been a positive changes in some key indicators of women empowerment, particularly in the enrollment at the primary education level and to some extent in secondary level and higher level. It is increasing now. No doubt there are some progress in expanding women capabilities, particularly education, but not in opportunities for economic and political control. A reduction in gender gap. There is a great need to work on it for working mothers. Actually, it's a very sensitive issue. There has been a positive changes in some key indicators of women empowerment, particularly in the enrollment at the primary education level and to some extent in secondary level and higher level. It is increasing now. No doubt there are some progress in expanding women capabilities, particularly education, but not in opportunities for economic and political control. A reduction in gender gap does not translate into greater gender equality, with women experiencing greater freedom or being able to develop their capabilities more fully or a decrease in violence. The wage gap and the wage gap of the workforce continue, thereby undermining women's equality. Positive trends are often accompanied by negative trends such as increased unemployment for women in the current crisis, COVID era, and reversal of gains in several countries. Broad indicators do not reveal the contradictory nature and unintended consequences of development. For example, while rapid decline in fertility improves women's life chances and well-being in India and China, it is also associated with imbalanced sex ratio, particularly where sun preference has led to neglect of infant girl as well as use of sex selection technologies to abort female fetus. No doubt, girls' education is emerging as one of the top priority of the international development community. But again, I told you, just conduct conferences or educate girls is not only the solution. The solution is to resolve issues not with men, with women to women. Now I am going to talk about the steps to be taken forward. First of all, community awareness. Women should not be discriminated against, especially when it comes to education. The two possible ways of achieving this are the formation of women's organizations, particularly those who are entitled should reform to uproot the traditional beliefs by sensitize the rural old men and women is in the kitchen. The second strategy is to sensitize the young ladies both at the primary and secondary school level through debate to instill in them the consciousness of gender equality rather than to consider themselves inferior to the men in academic, social, political and economic spheres. The another is women teachers. At least 50% of the total strength of the teachers at the elementary stage should be women to attract more girls to school. Next is access to education. Schooling facilities should be provided to the girls nearer to their place of residence. It's like easy walking distance education. Mobile schools may be started for girls of tribes, migrant laborers and construction workers. Separate institutions for girls should be established wherever there is a demand, even at the elementary stage. The next is transportation and hostel facilities. Adequate arrangements should be made for free transportation for girls to school if it is situated more than 1 kilometer from their area. Free or cheap hostel facilities may be provided for girls. Another is co-education. The system of mixed school, like co-education, like boys and girls both. The system of mixed schools has been recommended by almost all the committees and commissions as far as possible from the point of view of economy and standards of education. I think it will help to change the mentality of the girl or a boy if they sit together, talk with each other, and they study together. They use things in a college or a school, they use it together. I think it's a best step, and they will able to know the mentality. Even like girl in her early stage, these co-educational institution will help the girl in the early age to know the mentality of a boy, and a boy is able to know the mentality of a girl, and it will definitely help if our girls or boy sit together, talk with each other and study. I think it's a best step to, it will help the psychology also for both male and female. Scholarship for the next one is scholarship for girls. Scholarship should be given to the outstanding girls in different disciplines. It will also motivate girls from different communities to come ahead for education and compete with their classmates. These scholarships should be given in those areas where there is a need of girl for the development of society, that is nursing, teaching and many more, pharmacy and many more areas. Child care centers and balwadis. Establishment of children's center or balwadis as a part of the elementary education system is necessary to enable girls to bring their young brothers and sisters with them, for whose care they have been charged with the responsibility. Otherwise, they would not be in a position to attend schools. This is also a great initiative. Social change and government The state government should strictly enforce the existing rules or regulations on the age of marriage of girls, the dowry system, and the compulsory education. And simultaneously, the government should encourage social workers, community development offices, girl youth leaders, and political leaders to undertake a drive against social prejudices for girls' education and break through the apathy of parents towards girls, particularly in rural areas. Now I am going to conclude. To fulfill their promises to women, women's empowerment and gender justice, the world government will need to undertake simultaneous plan for women equality. So, as the topic, I want to say, I want to if we go together. I have read my paper, present my paper, and different things I told you that education, transport facilities, child care, working women, government, men. These are very important things to talk, but I think we are educated. हम educated हैं, हम इसीलिए बोल पा रहे हैं कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में। और मुझे ये लगता है कि अगर हम ऐसी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस विलेज में वो ही लैंग्वेज में जिसको लेडीज़ समझ सके, विलेज की लेडीज़ समझ सके, हिंदी है, पंजाबी है, इंग्लिश है, उन लेडीज़ के साथ भी ऐसी मीटिंग्स करें, उनको समझाएं, क्योंकि हम जो प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं वो हम सब वी ऑल आर एजुकेटेड, वेल सेटल्ड ऑलमोस्ट। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये जो ज़रूरत है कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करने की, ये विलेज टू विलेज जाना चाहिए हमें। एंड मैं आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की मेंबर हूँ एंड आई विल रियली अप्रिशिएट अगर आप मुझे अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के थ्रू एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट दें कि मैं विलेज की वुमेन्स को जो इलिटरेट हैं और आज भी नहीं समझ पा रही हैं, बस इतना समझ में आता है इक्वालिटी मिल गई है, हमें एजुकेशन ऐसी, हमें ये 2 फैसिलिटीज़ मिल गई, हमारे गांव में ये फैसिलिटीज़ आ गई, बट रियली फिर भी दे आर सफ़रर्स। वहाँ से अपने ग्रास रूट लेवल से ये सब कैसे ख़त्म करना है, ये एक हमारा मोटिव होना चाहिए जब हम नेक्स्ट कॉन्फ्रेंसेस की बात करें। और अनदर थिंग जो मैं बार बार अपने प्रेजेंटेशन में बोल रही थी कि हमें बैगिंग की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अब हमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने, हमारे लॉ ने बहुत सारे राइट्स दे दिए, इक्वालिटी दे दी है। और अब आई थिंक हमारी हिस्ट्री है बुरी है लेडीज़ की। हम मेन से भी मुझे कभी लगता है कि हम बैग कर रहे हैं। वी नीड नॉट टू बैग। अगर हम विश इट्स अ टाइम कि हम शेक हैंड करें, वुमेन से शेक हैंड करें। अगर एक्चुअली अगर हम देखें तो कहीं ना कहीं डोमिनेशन की वजह, हमारा इंफीरियर होने की वजह वुमेन का, वो खुद ही वुमेन है। अगर हम फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर किसी लड़की का रेप हुआ है या कुछ भी उसके साथ हुआ है, कुछ भी मिस हैपनिंग, फैमिली डिस्टर्बेंस है, कुछ भी है, तो हम बार बार उस बात को दोहराते हैं। वुमेन टू वुमेन एलिगेशन होते हैं, घरों में अक्सर देखा जाता है डॉटर इन लॉ है, मदर इन लॉ है। इफ़ दे शेक हैंड टुगेदर तो मेल क्या करे? हमें डोमिनेट नहीं करना है किसी को, पर हमें खुद ही अपनी प्रॉब्लम को वुमेन टू वुमेन ही सॉल्व करना है। ऑफिसेज में हम देखते हैं वुमेन से डिस्प्यूट है, तो फिर हम बाद में जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है वो मेन के शोल्डर पर डाल देते हैं। मैं ये नहीं कहती कि मेन नहीं करते, मेन करते हैं, करते हैं डोमिनेट। बट मुझे ये लगता है कि अगर जैसे अभी मैंने कहा कि 50% पॉपुलेशन हम सब एक ही हो जाए, विमेन एक ही हो जाए, तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद हम पहले एक दूसरे को लेसन दें, अपनी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स ख़त्म करें, ईगोज़ जो भी है, वुमेन टू वुमेन है जो, लेट्स टॉक वुमेन टू वुमेन, वो ख़त्म करें। फिर मुझे लगता है कि हमारे समझाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी, सब कुछ खुद ही सॉल्व हो जाएगा। तो इसीलिए हम एक सोसाइटी की बैकबोन है। तो अगर हम ये मानते हैं कि मेल हमें डोमिनेट कर रहे हैं, तो हम इससे नहीं चलेंगे कि हमें डोमिनेट करना है, हम इससे चलेंगे कि हम वुमेन जो है, एक वुमेन है, वो दूसरी वुमेन को डोमिनेट नहीं करेगी। वो चाहे कितना बड़ा डिस्प्यूट हो, वो एक दूसरे का सपोर्ट ही करेंगी। तो जब ये सब खुद ही देखेंगे, मैन देखेंगे, तो उनको ये लगेगा इनकी तो भाई अपनी कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं, तो हम बीच में क्यों पड़े। सो मुझे ये लगता है कि हमें वुमेन एक दूसरे से बात करके देखते हैं, एक बार ये इनिशिएटिव लेती है। और मैं सेमिनार जब सुन रही थी तो एक मैम ने बोला था, मुझे सॉरी उनका नाम नहीं याद है, उन्होंने बोला था कि लड़कियों को इतना महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो अपनी फैमिली को इग्नोर करें। मैं बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ उनकी बात से, लड़कियों को इतना महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होना चाहिए। पर सॉरी टू से लड़कों को भी इतना महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होना चाहिए। मैं इक्वली बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, मुझे हमें नहीं चाहिए इक्वालिटी भाई, हमें एक अच्छी लाइफ चाहिए, हम अपने आप इक्वल हो जाएंगे। देखिए, अगर हम ये कहना शुरू करेंगे कि लड़कियों को इतना महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होना चाहिए, होना भी नहीं चाहिए, और लड़कों को भी नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि जो गाड़ी है वो तो दो ही पहियों से चलेगी ना। तो अगर मेल ही फैमिली को इग्नोर करता रहेगा तो फिर भी कैसे बात बनेगी। तो फैमिली का सपोर्ट होता है, फीमेल उसकी सपोर्टर होती है, मेल उसका सपोर्टर होता है। इनफैक्ट जो फीमेल इकोनॉमिकली मतलब खुद कमा रही है, वर्किंग है, वो कर रही है, इकोनॉमिक सपोर्ट भी कर रही है। वर्किंग नॉन वर्किंग है तो वो घर को सब देख रही है, वर्किंग है तो वो मेड्स के थ्रू देख रही है। बट घर तो वर्किंग हो या नॉन वर्किंग हो, वुमेन दोनों ही बहुत अच्छे तरीके से चला सकती हैं। बट अगर लड़कियां महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होंगी, वो अपना करियर ओरिएंटेड नहीं होंगी, तो फिर एक सवाल और होगा कि अगर करियर ही नहीं बनाना, फैमिली ही देखनी है, तो फिर एजुकेशन क्यों। एजुकेशन सिर्फ इक्वालिटी मांगने के लिए कोई ना लेनी है। तो इसीलिए दोनों को ही, मेल और फीमेल दोनों को करियर ओरिएंटेड होना चाहिए, बट नॉट एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ फैमिली। जहाँ पर अपनी फैमिली लगता है इग्नोर हो रही है, वहाँ पर अगर एक स्टेप लेडी ले रही है तो एक मेल को भी ले लेना चाहिए। क्योंकि अगर बच्चियों को हम करियर बनाने के लिए रोक देंगे और यही कहेंगे कि अपना घर ही देखो, वो इम्पॉर्टेंट है, हम कमाते किस लिए, अपनी फैमिली की सपोर्ट के लिए कमाते हैं। बट अगर हम उनको करियर बनाने से रोक देंगे तो फिर तो हम बहुत पीछे चले जाएंगे। फिर आज के इरा में दोबारा डिमांड करना तो बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाएगा। मैं ये फिर से ये दोहरा रही हूँ, मैं ये नहीं कहती कि अपनी फैमिली की कॉस्ट पर करियर नहीं बनाओ, लेकिन लड़कियों के लिए करियर बनाना बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है। इकोनॉमिकली स्ट्रॉन्ग होती हैं, उन्हें बाहर सोसाइटी का पता चलता है, और फिर अपने आप ही इक्वालिटी आती है। व्हेन यू वर्क टुगेदर ना, मेल के साथ आप वर्क कर रहे हो तो इक्वालिटी अपने आप मिलती है आपको। अब हम देखते हैं कि टाइम बहुत आगे निकल चुका है, हमें बार बार ये कहने की ज़रूरत है कि हमें इक्वालिटी दो। हम इक्वल आ चुके हैं, सब कुछ हो चुका है, चाहे वो लॉ ने दिया है, चाहे हमने खुद इकोनॉमिकली इंडिपेंडेंटली कमा लिया है, एजुकेशन ले ली है, बहुत सारे मेथड्स हैं कि हम लोग जो है इकोनॉमिकली इंडिपेंडेंट, या फिर हम बहुत आगे इक्वली ऑलमोस्ट आ रहे हैं। हाँ, कुछ अभी है बहुत जगह है जहाँ पर जाने की ज़रूरत है, जिनको समझाने की ज़रूरत है। नो डाउट डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एंड रेप्स एंड डाइवोर्स, ये बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, बट समहाउ कहीं ना कहीं कंट्रोल है। तो फिर क्यों ना हम अपनी वो डिस्प्यूट्स पर ध्यान देना शुरू कर दें, ये सब हो रही हैं। सो मेरा कंक्लूजन यही है कि ये जो मैंने बताया कि ये सब होना चाहिए, हॉस्टल फैसिलिटी मिलनी चाहिए, एजुकेशन मिलनी चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट को करना चाहिए, विलेजेस में जाना चाहिए, चाइल्ड केयर होनी चाहिए, बट उसके साथ साथ हमें अपना वुमेन टू वुमेन थॉट प्रोसेस चेंज करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है। थैंक यू सो मच।
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.